Welcome back everyone to Piney Plays the Beorning, and it's time for us to try to steal a palantir. The Eye of Angmar.
How can I be of service?
Too long have I delayed, hoping to reclaim the city from the forces of Angmar, but I see now that victory in Anonymous will not be complete if Amarthiel learns the location of Narchwil. We will have traded victory for defeat elsewhere. This was the lesson of Lerden, but I did not see it. Speak with me when your allies are ready, and we will launch a final assault upon Barad-Tiron. If we are successful, you will have access to the inner chambers, where one of you must pick up the palantir and carry it back to the entrance, where I will be waiting. If you have the finely woven cloth bag given to you by Goladir, the palantir should not harm you. Protect the bearer of the palantir from the attacks of the enemy. Much depends upon this, Pineclaw, for will not have another chance. If you see Lerden within the depths of Barad-Tiron, do what you can, but do not endanger yourself needlessly. The retrieval of the Seeing Stone must come first. It is what he would have wanted. The Eye of Angmar blinded once more. Very well. Let's see if we can blind the Eye of Angmar.
Lerdan, succumbing to the whisperings of Mordrambor, foolishly seeks to confront Amarthiel at Barad-Tiron, where she seeks to use the palantir to find Narchwil. The only hope for the free peoples is for the palantir to be recovered from her grasp.
Right, and this is only a, well, no idea if I need that. Probably not, but I've got quite a stack of them, so I might as well use them. I've had too many things which I never got around to using. I just sat there in my inventory waiting for some day when I might need them, so I bought a few more hope tokens I really needed there, so might as well use them. And I can see that our friends, the Angmar, are all same level as the landscape ones. When they redid Ivendim, they must have changed all the Angmar, and not realizing, of course, that it will have an impact on the epic storyline of making it a little bit too easy. Because I think they're the same lookouts. I mean, the same mobs that they have in the instances. And since they're the same mobs, then when they change the levels of the mobs, they got changed here automatically also. Oh, well. So this part of the instance isn't too difficult. I was just thinking that when I got inside for the main part of it, I'd probably be facing someone at a higher level at some point, so therefore the hope token helps. Better than cowering at a very inopportune time. Even if the battles themselves are going to be rather easy. And even the... I do not understand! Yes, you understand very well. You're dead. That's what you can understand. That's what you get for staying here well past your level. Of course, if these things come across... Actually, I think they only have so probably only -1 hope anyway. Alright, let's head back up. And actually take care, because we do have this Gorthrog who, see, now he's the one that is the serious challenge here. He's level 50. So he's level... this is where we need this I forgot, yes, we also had an inspiration bonus, which made the lower courtyard even crazier. Even more insanely overpowered. But I do want to have that anti-stun thing in reserve afterwards because... Ooh, I need rest! Yeah, boy. That's his replacement? Good grief. That... Alright. Being replaced by level 40s is like ridiculous. But don't worry, I still have the... I do have to face him again on exit, I think. Pineclaw, what are you doing here? And I want this shake free to be ready by then because there will be that stun.
Grey is the shadow.
Pineclaw, why have you come here? This is not your fight. I need to confront Amarthiel on my own, as I should have done long ago. The time is past, my friend. If I can hold Amarthiel's attention long enough, you will be able to seize the palantir. We will challenge her together, and perhaps she will not realize her peril. When I give you the word, you must seize the palantir and immediately run from the entrance of Baraterion. Do not delay. Bring it to Kalinglad, and perhaps I will be able to set right my errors of old. May the Valar smile upon your endeavor and mine. Let us go. When I give the word, one of you must seize the palantir and bring it out of Baraterion, but not before I give the word. Alright, and... how are we going? Hope 4. Okay, yeah, okay. I see trees. The trees of the wilderness. The Troshos? Nartril is... I have come to finish this. Northenbor did his work well, did not? Did you not? So Angmar's new regions there? Your days too long already are to end here. Nartril awaits me within the wilderness. You have come too late. Late, perhaps. One of you grab the palantir so that... Okay, let's get out of here. Whee! Whee. That was a little bit too much dread. Well, okay, now I've got... yeah, because it looks like I would be cowering at the level of dread that was in that area. So maybe it did help me a little bit. What happened to that Gorthorog? They made them remove it because his stuns were a real pain in this instance. Alright, well, I was expecting a tougher challenge on the exit. And it used to be, I remember the first time I did it solo, the Gorthorok came behind me and just hit me on the head and... and stunned me and caused me to fail, which is why I had to shake free out there. But anyway, it looks like the... that was easier than I thought it was going to be. We have no time to waste, Pineclaw. I weep for Laerden, but we must retrieve the palantir and remove it from Anuminus. Are you ready?
Long have the rangers of the north guarded the ruins of Anuminas. When Amarthiel came, they struggled to repel her, and after a bitter battle managed to recover the palantir. But victory came with a terrible price, and Amarthiel saw something in the palantir which might lead her to Narquil.
Alright then.
How can I be of service?
The victory is bittersweet, my friend, for Laerden has been taken by the enemy, and we do not have the numbers to stage another assault upon Baraterion. I fear that he is lost to us, and although the palantir is now free of Amartheel's clutches, it seems she learned at least some of the information she sought. Only time now keeps her from reclaiming Narchwil, the ring that she lost long ago. I will bring the palantir to one who will keep it safe. We have done what we could, Pineclaw, but it was not enough. 100 curses upon the Iron Crown. It was taken so much from us, and for every victory it deals us a dozen hurts. And yet we fight on. It is always the way of the Dunedain, and I know that it is your way as well. What else is there to do? We will fight on in Laridan's name, and in the names of all those who have fallen, and one day Amarthea will pay for each and every one. I swear it on the bones of my fathers, and my fathers' fathers. We will see it done. Alright, so we get this. Well, that's nice. So we'll take that. So what's next? Probably more reputation. We might as well take care of all that. Good. Now let's talk.
How can I be of service?
We cannot grieve now for Laridan Pineclaw. Book 11. Amarthea will not hesitate to make use of her newly found knowledge. If only we had all been able to seize the palantir in time, her search for Narchwil might have remained fruitless. Nay, there is little use in dwelling on the past. Take comfort in this. We know that Amarthea saw within the depths of the Seeing Stone, for she spoke of it when you and Laridan entered Barad-Tiron. Did she speak of the wilderness of the Trollshalls? She has revealed us to her next movement, and if we act with haste, we may find Narchwil before she does. We have not the numbers to prevent her servants from leaving Ivendem, but we can at least be alerted to their movements. 2 of my brethren watch the roads to Ivendem, and they must be told what to expect, that Amarthea may be planning to send her servants by various roads out of Ivendem. Seek Torgethir at the Ivendem gate, northeast of here, and the pass to the fields of Fornost, and Gathoniel in a small rise overlooking Barandolf, far to the south of here, and east of the halfling village of Dwelling. Tell them what we suspect of Amartheel's plans, and that they are to send ravens to Tinnadir at the first signs of Angmar's movements. They are not to engage any such patrols in open battle. Go with haste, Pineclaw. When our strength in arms is found lacking, information must be our greatest ally. All right. Let's see if I understand this correctly. We've got one there on the path to Parth Anduil, and we have another one sit down near Dwelling, which is yeah, that's near Dwelling. So let us first. Which one do we have to go to first? Well, I am going to go the one that heads for Stilden first.
Greetings.
And we won't do this. We'll take the slow horse, which is the one that will allow us to drop off halfway through. We are approaching our ranger friend here, and as I thought, is the ranger that's up here. If you do even him, you do another request for him.
Greetings.
I will take your news at heart, Pineclaw, and send a raven to Calenglad at the first sign of Angmar leaving Ivendem. I have seen naught yet, however. It has been unusually quiet. Oh, that's fun. Unusually quiet. Usually hear that when the attack's about to begin, don't you? Now let's head the other way. Let's see how far we got to go for that. Well, it says it's almost due south, but if you look at the map, you'll see you've got this. The Brandywine is between us and there. So what I'll do is I'll head for the stable master there. And that should take us to where we are going. Well, pretty close, because it'll take us here to Oatbarton. Right, because... Actually, no, that's Oatbarton down here. Actually, that's the glass blowers. I might not have a... That's right. Because I haven't been to the various parts of Ivendom yet. I don't have the stable masters in the area. So it's likely that I won't be able to take a little shortcut by the stable master, because I haven't done the Shire and I haven't done the southern part of this, Oatbarton and Dwelling. Well, we'll see what happens. I'm about to come up here and into the bridge at least, so that's at least one little thing. So I can at least get some stable roots that I don't have already, even though I can't think for the moment of what in the world I'll need them for, except for, well, this quest that I'm doing right now. And obviously, if I pick up the stable master roots doing this quest, it's all going to be moot. Ooh, nice boost, guys. But at least we get to see the Colossus up here. Quite a bit of engineering working on it. And it still stands, which is nice. And in fact, they have a quest where that involves that if you do the early parts of Ivendom. I'm not going to go too much into details on that matter, but do have that. Let's see if he has any routes that we can take. Absolutely none. Except for Tenendeer, but Tenendeer is useless. Alright, I'll see you when I get to our next quest target. And we have found Galthonio.
What can I do for you?
And thank you for the news, Pineclaw, though it is worrisome. I think it unlikely that Amarthiel would choose to send her warriors to the Trollshalls by the road I watch, but I will send a raven to Calanglad at once if it does come to pass. But I must disagree with Calanglad's wishes on one matter. If Amarthiel does choose to send her Angmar south along the road, I will not stand idly by. Though I fall in battle with the enemy, I will keep at least some Angmar from passing into the Shire. Nay, I do not seek to change my mind. I will not be swayed in it. I will send my raven first, of course. Of course. So let us head back to Calanglad, and we'll do so in the next episode of Pineleaf Plays The Beorning.